Underwood. Thin ice!
So I can't knock down a triple here. Woo, okay. Didn't even miss a shot this entire time, so take that. This better be good for the team.
Oh,
I thought for sure.
there it is. Boom! Yes!
I forgot I had to transition that into the thing. All right, Illini Basketball Podcast, episode 299, February 14th. There's an R in front of the B, folks. Don't forget. 2026.
We won't because of you. So
yeah, that's good. You got to keep it that way. It's not showing up in the Twitter feed, but I'm pretty sure it's live. I don't know why.
yeah, it says it's live, but I can't share it.
I can only see it at the top. Yeah, I can't share it. Anyway, what can you do? Illinois coming off of a loss on, what was that, Tuesday? It's been a little bit. Feel like the air is kind of out of the ball on that one at this point, especially with what Wisconsin did last night.
Yeah. First, like, subscribe, go buy merch, Illini Basketball Podcast -shop.fourthwall.com. We appreciate everybody that buys merch and subscribes to our channel. Big show coming up tomorrow. We'll tell you about that later. But yeah, Illinois loses another one in overtime with a 6-man rotation. A game that, I mean, they kind of had. They were up 12, 13, 14 with 10 minutes left and just kind of started giving it away towards the end.
Yeah, they were up 12, 71-59 was the score, and they get outscored 33-19 in the final rest of the game after that. I mean, that's can't do that. I don't care what your rotation is. You can't do that at home. And really it's not even at home because I guess we'll talk about the crowd later, but
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, the Crush have been getting some heat. We were probably first on the heat back in the day, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Might as well talk about player of the game. Keaton Wagler plays 44 minutes of 45. I think he was out for maybe 30 seconds. 34.7 for 13 from the field, 5 for 10 from 3, 5 for 8 from the line, 7 assists, 1 rebound. He was the main ball handler of this game, had 5 turnovers as the ball handler.
They were getting pretty sloppy with the ball throughout. I mean, 13 turnovers is more than this team typically has. I do think that, there's an issue with not only him having to handle the ball for 44 minutes, but, I wish he would just make one of those threes to win the game. I know that this is a tougher one than the Michigan State one, but I just wish one time he would do that. He was sensational in a lot of areas, but the big thing is 5 for 8 from the free throw line. You can't have that, especially late. He's been missing. I mean, he hasn't had a perfect free throw game since January 14th against Northwestern. He went 3 for 3. I mean, he missed one against Minnesota, 4 attempts. He missed 2 against Maryland, 6 attempts. Missed 2 against Purdue. That's fine. He had 46 points in that game. Missed 3 against Washington, missed 2 against Nebraska, missed 2 against Northwestern. That was 2 for 4. Missed 2 against Michigan State, and he missed 3 in this game. So he's been missing just too many free throws. I get it. He's still an 80% free throw shooter, but it should be higher than that. And they got to figure that out as a team, especially. You look at the free throw numbers in this game, you got to be better than that. 11 for 19 at home, 58%. Tommy missed 2 late. I know he mentioned that in the post game in his interview, but they just got to make free throws. You got to make free throws, and you got to not let teams back into games. You just can't do that. I get that Wisconsin is obviously talented. I mean, Wisconsin blew the absolute doors off of Michigan State last night in Madison. So it's a very capable team, especially that backcourt, and especially when Bilauskis goes 2 for 4 from 3 and Rapp goes 4 for 7. They're going to win most games when those guys make 6 threes combined. very feast or famine, those two. I mean, Rapp is 33%, goes 4 for 7 against Illinois. Then last night follows it up 1 for 3. So pretty much his exact percentage against Michigan State. But yeah, I think Wagler, the obvious player of the game, which is where we now go to the Illini game observations, which is the matchup. The Boyd-Blackwell matchup when you don't have Boswell and when you don't have Stojakovic. Where Stojakovic missed this game with a sprained ankle, sprained knee.
His ankle, I think he injured it in the Michigan State game.
Not in practice, notably.
Not in practice, no. I assume that it maybe got re-injured in practice or something, but I don't know. But yeah, it's tough, especially against the likes of Boyd and Blackwell, who just went off. Boyd, I think, had 6 points, and then the producer made a very silly comment in the group chat, and I think he scored the next 10 after that. But yeah, 24 points for Blackwell, 25 points for Boyd, and it was just one of those where you could kind of tell, and running a 6-man rotation. I mean, you had 1 minute from Lee, and then other than that, you had just 6 guys. And I hate to say it, it's a bunch of non-athletic white guys trying to guard Boyd and Blackwell. They threw everybody at him, but they couldn't keep up, especially into overtime.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest problem that I have is like they had 49 points combined. I'd love to know how much they had in like the final 10 minutes of regulation and 5 minutes of overtime. Like how many of those points came then? Because I think it was a lot of it. Unfortunately, it looked like they had them really right where they wanted them. I mean, Illinois goes -7 in the final 10 minutes. It kind of looked like Illinois was just going to lose this game by like 10 by the time they got to overtime. Like Wisconsin started to pull away, then Illinois got it back, and then a couple missed free throws here and there from Wisconsin. Illinois had a chance to win the game at the end. Wagler missed 3. It was a deep one, but still, maybe one time try to make one of those, but whatever. I guess he's trying, but you know.
And you had I don't know what you were saying because I was letting the dog back in, but like Merkovich missing 2 free throws.
Didn't mention that yet. Tommy missed 2.
Yeah.
Wagler hasn't had a game with he hasn't had a game where he's made every free throw since January 14th. He's been missing 2 or 3 pretty much every game. Like it's just, you can't have that. I know he's still 80%, but can't have it. Can't go 11 for 19 from the free throw line at home, especially like this team. They're still 12th in the country in free throw shooting, but the last 2 games they've been not the last 2. I think 2 of the last 3. I don't know. They had another game recently where they were bad from the free throw line. But yeah, this is the worst performance from the line they've had in a while. I guess Washington, they weren't great, but 11 for 19 is not going to cut it. And I'm kind of surprised that Wisconsin is like still 30th on KenPom. I mean, they're up 10 spots, but not even into the top 30 yet with these last 2 wins. They've been scoring a ton of points. They now have a top 20 efficiency offense. And one of the unfortunate things is like Illinois had a ton of turnovers in this game compared to what they normally have, but like Wisconsin does not turn teams over, which it really tells us how unforced or, forced some of those turnovers were for Illinois.
Yeah. Wisconsin had 8 steals in this game.
Wisconsin's 318th in turnover percentage on defense. Like Michigan State had 9 turnovers against them last night and lost by 30.
Yeah,
or whatever, 20.
And if you don't have Wagler handling the ball, it was Merkovich this game, and Merkovich had 4, so you had 9 from your 2 main ball handlers. Kind of showed the freshman in them, I think, a little bit this game.
Let Jake Davis handle
24-year-old Boyd. But yeah, there are some things, officiating, whatever, but Illinois lost this game at the free throw line with the turnovers. I think Brad was asked about Zvonimir and his goaltendings And he said go up and block them all. So I guess you can't even blame Zvonimir for some of those stupid ones he did. The one clearly hit the rim, and I guess if he goes up and just acts like he's rebounding it instead of hitting the ball after it hits the rim, it's not a goaltend. And I feel like trying to overturn the goaltend early, trying to challenge that, hurt them in overtime. I don't know how overtime rules work exactly, but there was a clear out of bounds play where it looked like it was probably off Wisconsin that I guess Illinois couldn't challenge because they challenged that goaltending early in the game. So
yeah,
I don't know. It was bad. And again, I don't think it's a game where you like freak out about, like we said, they were running a 6-man rotation. They were wore out. They just got off an overtime game, run a 6-man rotation against a highly skilled, couple of guards. They just really didn't have any answer without having Boswell or Stojakovic in this game.
But they're up 12. They should have won.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. They definitely had a chance. The stats of the day, 2 stats for you guys today. We kind of talked about this. 6 Illinois players were responsible for 224 of the 225 minutes played. Brandon Lee played 1 minute, and then Wagler has played 85 minutes within a 72-hour stretch, which is a lot. And credit to the guys like Tommy and Wagler both said fatigue wasn't a factor. Well, if it wasn't a factor, you should have won this game, I guess.
Yeah, would be rebound my guys, guess.
Yeah. Yep.
And I guess we're supposed to comment on the draft stock thing with Keaton. Here's the thing. I think when a guy is not a 5-star coming in and he has a really good season and he like flies up the NBA draft board, there comes a time when people just start questioning everything for some reason. Like they would not do this if Wagler was a 5-star. Right. They wouldn't question that, which I guess it makes sense in a way, but like, I think he's kind of proven that he's like a really good player. Like I get that maybe he's not super athletic for being 6'6", 185. He missed a dunk in this game. Illinois' 50th missed dunk of the season, I think. And really from Wagler, Stojakovic, and Zvonimir are the 3 that miss dunks all the time. Mm-hmm. But like, he's an elite shooter. Okay, I know Brad probably wants to say that. 43% from 3, like 46% in conference play, 5 for 10 in this game. He scores points. He has not the best vision on the team, but good enough vision to have, 5, 6, 7 assists pretty much every game. He's proven that he can rebound. He's got several games this year with more than 1 offensive rebound. So I don't know what they're looking for. And I guess there comes a time when everybody starts to question everything. I know some people may not like him as a draft prospect. I don't understand that at all. I understand the idea that he's not like in the top 4 or 5 of those guys, because this is a very good draft class. Like if this is last 2 years ago, the class with, or 3 years ago, whenever it was, with Riza Shea going number 1, I think Wagler is firmly in the mix of like the top 5. And I understand why he might not be that this year because of what this class is. But of course, the number 1 player in this class he refuses to play. And his team beats Arizona without him.
That's true.
But then when he plays, he looks like Kobe Bryant. It's unbelievable.
I think media heads are just media heads. Like NBA guys that are paid to do this are going to see the quality in Wagler regardless.
Except for the agent mouthpiece that is Gavoni. We can't listen to him. I know that Sam, is it Vicini or whatever his name is? He's been sticking up for Wagler on Twitter. I like his work.
Yeah.
There's a lot of comments, I think.
A lot of comments. Yeah, sorry. Phone rang, had to do some business and stuff. So, Bob, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning, Sean. Check It Out says we need an injury status on Bam and Dre. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Wally, happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Ethan.
Yep.
Okay, great.
You too. That sounds like don't know what I was going to say, but it was going to be good.
All right. Check It Out says he's tired of hearing how tall our team is. Jeffrey's going after the coaching staff. This team is capable of winning a championship, but is the coach and staff. Thoughts?
I don't know if I am going to blame the coaching staff for this game. Kind of juggling a short rotation, and they're not out there saying, "Hey guys, make your free throws," because I think that's a huge part of losing this game is free throws, but also, of course, rebounding.
Rebounding, yeah.
And I don't think Brad can go out there and lift them up to get them to rebound the basketball.
You can't say that about free throws though, because then you got grandmas on Twitter telling you you're a casual fan. So
is that true?
Just be careful. Yeah, that's what Finkel's grandma told me.
Oh, I didn't even read that thing. I forgot.
Check it out. Says Lee maybe could have helped out if allowed to play. It's kind of crazy. I mean, you didn't see Petrovic at all this game. Brad made a comment about, you go out, you go with the guys that have gotten you here and that are game proven, I guess. But yeah, Wagler playing too many minutes, needs some rest. It's hard to rest when you don't trust your bench. So.
Let Brandon Lee cook. You don't think the offense would look really good without him or with Brandon Lee at the one?
Yeah. You think I don't know. Wagler was putting his hands on his knees halfway through the first half. He's exhausted. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Michael Jordan used to do that and probably still score 40 points.
Check it out. Says, what happened to the guy we got mid-year? Is he practicing with the team? Yeah, I believe he's practicing. Brad said he needed to get bigger. He won't have any playing time this year.
Don't tell Nate Oates that.
Is Brad skeptical about Dre's injury with his ankle?
That we're talking about.
It basically
DGL.
Just said it was going to be a game time decision.
Yeah, hopefully they have one of those guys back.
Why isn't Petro playing to get Wagler some rest? I don't understand the Petro that
this game though. If he's out there trying to guard Boyd or Blackwell, I mean, you could have done it in the first half.
Worse?
Maybe they missed a couple shots late. Those guys
could. I don't know if the defense could have been worse.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I mean, I definitely think that I don't know. It's interesting that Petro doesn't play at all. And I think it makes sense when they're winning games, but when they're losing, I don't know.
Yeah. Jeffrey says lineup player use type of defense. Tommy had 17 first half, just 2 the second half. There's things that could be coached better. I guess I'm not could they have won this game? Probably should have won this game, but I'm not going to read much into a game where you don't have Boswell and Stojakovic. You're missing two of your starters that average the second and third most points on the team.
But
they
were at home. They were up 12.
Yeah, but they were at
rebounding
home.
Sucks still. 8 offensive rebounds, almost getting doubled up in offensive rebounds by Wisconsin. That's pathetic. And also, Tommy, I wonder how many shots he took in the second half, because it is insane that he only ended up with 19 points. And he didn't take. He had to. I mean, he only took 13 shots overall. I bet he didn't take very many in the second half.
Yeah, maybe a missed 3 or 2.
It was the Wagler show or whatever.
Yeah, you keep talking about home court, but let's go ahead and talk about if the home court's actually an advantage.
Yeah, and I guess we'll just roll the clip from 2023, January something 2023, after lost to Indiana. I don't know how to do this properly. Hold on.
Feel better.
Good teaser. Okay. The Orange Crush is an absolute shell of what it once was, okay? You look back on that fateful December night. It might have been November. It was probably November. Wake Forest, Illinois, 2004. And you could just tell. You watch that on YouTube right now.
I know you didn't see it live.
Well, it's not my fault. You look back at that game right there. It's just different. I think one factor is the layout of the SFC absolutely blows in comparison to
agree.
the Assembly Hall.
I agree.
I think that makes it look so much different because, like, it just looks on TV, especially.
I think that the building of the suites
Terrible.
and then the other ones, it moves the main crowd, the diehard fans way up high, while the guys drinking beer and eating food don't really care about the game.
It's the layout sucks. But also I think the student section sucks. Like these guys,
Who's the first game back? They were fatigued from Christmas break.
Don't care.
Mental and physical fatigue. Ask Brad.
Here's where this all came about. Number one, I don't think it's being talked about enough on the internet in Illini circles. Can we not talk about how our student section literally sucks now? I think we need to discuss that. And I think one of the most important parts of a student section is the layout around the floor, which Illinois does not have anymore. It sucks. It looks terrible on TV. It looks terrible in every way. Number two, I got to see all these nerds and losers with their arms crossed and silent when it's 9-4 Indiana. Are you shitting me? 9-4, and they've pretty much given up, and they're all like this, looking around at each other. Oh, it's 9-4. What the hell? I mean, what is that? What is that? Complete. Everybody in the crowd in the Orange Crush died when it was 9-4. Ridiculous.
Feel better.
Good teaser. Okay. I think I kind of used to suck on this show. I think I was pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I don't know.
I think you still
Good
suck,
point,
but
though. That's a good point. I made some good points. I just sounded like an idiot. I feel like I've improved from that. But you never know. Maybe people think the other way. Maybe people like me more back then. That's fine. I think I sucked on air. But anyway.
Your microphone sounds better.
Well, what can you do? This microphone's more expensive and should be better.
Yeah, it's like $500.
Don't know what happened. Yeah, I think that it's kind of weird that like nobody else wanted to talk about this at all for like a couple of years. And I think it's been pretty obvious that this has been the case, that the Orange Crush has been an atrocity. I mean, if they win this game, I still don't know if anybody's talking about it, but like, holy shit, they're bad.
Yeah, and like the arms cross back then, like that's what it is all game. Like it's there's videos going around Twitter of people in the stands like videoing this, just standing there in overtime. Like it is insane that they are still called like one of the best student sections or whatever. Warner said the student section seems really small. The problem is like that's the room they have, and then everybody else all the rest of the Orange Crush gets stuck up in the 200 section. So the layout again is awful, but the fact that the kids just don't give a shit is a problem.
Yeah, and it's different students now. I mean, that clip was from 3 years ago. It's pretty much the same shit going on now. And I'm glad people are finally talking about it, but, we were on that beat first. I mean, we discussed it years ago. And even in certain games, like this is something that, like, happens every season, I feel like. They have a bad home loss or a weird home loss, and the Crush is just nowhere to be found. Happens a lot. And there's a lot of standing around, a lot of being on their phone, which I have, I'm probably on my phone too much during games, probably.
Yeah,
but
during watch parties.
yeah. But it happens.
But you're not sitting courtside trying to cheer on the team either.
Probably wouldn't do that if I... Like, the last sporting event I went to, I did not look at my phone the entire time. Now, was it cold and the hands were a little too cold to maybe look at the phone? Potentially, but I didn't look the entire time. And, like, this is a night where it was a fun giveaway.
Yeah.
And it was a game. You're coming off of a loss. The team needed people to lift him up more because they had 2 days of rest.
And running 6 guys out there.
Yeah, and the Orange Crush just completely no-shows. And I do think the layout of the State Farm Center is a problem. Like, I wish, out of all the great things that Whitman has done as the athletic director, I wish somebody would mention this to him and maybe see what he says, because it's not good. That is definitely a big part of the problem.
Yeah. Wally says maybe they should offer Orange Crush a class for credit. It's crazy because Brad has a night with them every year now, and it doesn't seem to affect anything. Maybe guys should offer free beer to the student section. Apparently, they don't let them drink in line anymore either. People are blaming that, but I don't know. Cam's is apparently doing a pre-party at 9 a.m. to get them fired up.
You shouldn't have to get blacked out to like root for the team and be loud.
I agree. There were pictures of me when we went to Vegas. Like that's how the Orange Crush should be cheering, and I'm just some old guy watching an Illinois game, I think it's part of Illinois' fan base too. Like, people don't want to stand up. They get mad if you stand up. It's like going to a concert and people are mad that you're standing in front of them wanting to stand up during a concert. So it's just insane how bad it is.
Well, you look at who's on the board of the Orange Crush. Can't take any criticism. We already went down.
How often you're watching the game and there's like 6 kids jumping up and down like that. They should all be doing it. Frankie with the $4.99. Thank you very much. The OGs of speaking truth about the Crush. Ethan has been on the hate Crush train for a while. I think back then my cousin was part of the Orange Crush, so I didn't want to go as hard.
Interesting.
And he's also a real fan. Like he cheers, and he's one of the ones that was actually good. But it's an embarrassment.
Well, when I first started
Orange Crush of the past,
I first started criticizing the Orange Crush, the leadership couldn't handle it, and they handled it terribly. And maybe it's the younger generation; they just can't handle any criticism in certain stuff, which sucks to be that way. If you're that way, and hopefully the Orange Crush. I mean, obviously now that people are finally talking about it, hopefully somebody or they've seen all of that and they actually show up tomorrow and they have a big performance and Illinois wins the game and bounces back and gets ready to go West Coast before they come back for Michigan. And the Michigan game is a game that they shouldn't have to be woken up for.
Yeah, and I don't know the whole background of the Crush and I know that you have to raise money to get into it, and I know it looks good on a resume and stuff, but that's not what it should be about. It should be about passionate fans that want to be there and cheer on the team. So, it's something that definitely needs to get fixed. I don't know if it'll ever fix. It hasn't been fixed in 3 years since we talked about it last time. So
we've probably been talking about it for 4 seasons.
That was
now.
Just the last clip you got.
Well, that was
on a night, where Jake Davis wig, everybody's wearing the wig. It looked really cool on TV. And then you get Greg Gard putting the wig on and jumping around his victory over Illinois. So
yeah, I got over 90 likes on my tweet about saying the Orange Crush sucks, go home. So I don't know. And also Michigan State fans can fuck off. They're going after me because I said that thing about the Breslin. They're so insecure about teams thinking that they rob people at home, which they do, that they're so focused on commenting on the Illinois Michigan State game that their team goes out and loses last night. They deserve that big time. And also Jeff Alexander should have slapped that Wisconsin assistant coach in the face. Somebody be pissed off about losing. Jawan Howard slapped him, and now Jeff Alexander should slap him.
I gotcha. Finkel says ban the Nuggets promotion until there's improvement. I love that idea.
Yeah,
because the only time they're ever allowed is on one missed free throw.
I don't think there's anything that pisses me off more than the announcers fucking talking about the Nuggets thing when it's about to happen. That infuriates me. I wonder why the fans are loud. They're going to get free Nuggets if he misses this free throw. God, it's so annoying.
Yeah. Warner says, I think Crush has turned elitist with the people who have money and connections and just want the prestige. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. It looks good because I think you raise money for charity. I could be completely wrong. But you raise money to be able to get the seats. Need more low-life drunks in the building.
Yes. As long as they don't throw anything, I guess. I
mean, they serve alcohol there now. And
unless it's at Morez Johnson. That was a joke. Everybody relax.
Unless they throw it on the court and the team slips right at the end, right?
Yeah, interesting how that happened. I thought that was going to be the only Big Ten drama of the night, but then because I thought Illinois was going to, settle in and go home with a win.
Yeah. All right. Brad's post game. Got some quotes and questions and what have you here. Shout out producer for putting our docs together so I don't have to. Porter asks, could you elaborate on the challenges with defending on the perimeter with Kylan and Andre both out? Brad interrupted. Do you need me to elaborate, or can you read the stat sheet and watch the film? Brad,
a little sassy,
very heated, I think, in this post. I'm sure that he should be. Warner, not that Warner, the other Warner. I don't know how you pronounce those differently, but they're spelled differently. First time you've lost back-to-back games this year. Some adversity now. What do you need from your team to respond to it? Brad said, quote, health. I mean, do you think we played bad at Michigan State? We played pretty good. We led the whole game. We didn't get one defensive rebound. We played pretty good tonight with 6 dudes, and we're the only team in the country that's player 11 games that's played. Okay, I take back everything I said good about the producer. And we're the only team in the country that has played 11 games in 33 days, 10 and 30 in the Power 4.
Think there's any chance that Brad said we're the only team in the country that's player 11 games?
I mean, no. He might have.
This tells me that Brad
does have quotes around it.
Yeah. Brad is one loss away from
just
totally
full snap.
Yeah, attack, starting to actually go after his players. Because we've seen him do. I mean, obviously the most famous one, I guess, is probably after the loss to Penn State, and he said that this team has no leadership.
Yeah,
which that team did not have any leadership. That was Terrence Shannon, Matthew Meyer. Matthew Meyer is one of the greatest players of all time, but just not a good leader. I mean, that's just the way it is. And that team sucked. And the next year they bounced back, Elite Eight. There you go. But I think he's getting close.
Yeah. Warner says it's Warner. He's Warner. Yeah, exactly. Reporter asked the question, did you go into this game planning on only playing 6? Brad said, quote, you're trying to win the game, so you play the guys that have gone through the battles and gone through the wars.
So Petrovic and Lee have not.
Well,
I feel like AJ Red has.
Who hasn't put him in the battles and the wars?
I mean,
Brad.
Petrovic played a lot against UConn when they got the doors blown off of them.
It's true. And then he was asked, what more can you ask of Keaton? Brad said, quote, nothing, help. He needs help. It's remarkable what he's been doing. I didn't realize he had 34. He's getting beat on, and their bench stands up and claps when they commit a hard foul on him. And I asked the officials, they're clapping, but that's what the teams are trying to do to him. I do agree. Like, Keaton gets beat up on. Brad was pretty pissed off with the officiating after this game. He said they sent in 12 videos or whatever to the Big Ten after the Michigan State game, and then they were going to send more after this game. I think we all know Big Ten officiating is pretty trash. It's what you get. I don't know. I don't think it helps to send it in. I mean, I understand why he does it, but it is crazy, like, that teams are able to be excited for trying to hurt somebody. But what are you gonna do?
It's old school ball.
Question from the producer: true or false? Tuesday was the first time Greg Gard has danced with a wig on in a room full of young men.
I'm gonna say true because of the wig part. I think, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with true also.
I mean, they've won other games, and he's probably done that in a room full of young men, you know?
Remember the hockey line change against Iowa? Yeah, they say that was the game that turned the season around, wasn't it?
This year?
No.
Okay.
Did he do that this year?
No, they were winning that whole game.
That was I don't know what year. What year was that, Warner?
Was that the Shannon year?
I
Second
think so.
Shannon year?
Brad tends to use the words obviously and very, very way too much during his interviews, and elite, except they lost, so nobody was elite. We don't have enough bench players to do a line change now. Brad needs to help Wagler, obviously. Teams are going to be physical with Wagler. That's the roadmap for success to beating Illinois. We have to have other options besides Wagler. Wagler had 34 this game, though, guys.
They do have other options. It's just those guys won't shoot, apparently. Like, Tommy had 2 points in the second half and ended up with 19 overall, and Merck probably can shoot more than he did. Hummer only took 6 shots, and if you're only going to have 6 guys playing, Hummer probably needs to take more shots. Zvonimir, too. 5 shots for him. 9 rebounds. Like, I want to criticize the rebounding with the 7-footers, but like they had, 5 offensive rebounds, 15 defense. They had 20 rebounds combined in this game. So it's kind of hard to, go after them. I guess you just need more from other guys. Like if Jake Davis has 2, Wagler has 1, that's just it's not enough. But there's just so many rebounding situations, especially in this game. Offensive rebounding was a problem. Winter had 4 offensive boards in this game. Bilauskas had 3. Rapp had 2, like just too many offensive rebounds allowed in this game to win it. And it feels like the rebounding is probably going to be a big emphasis. They have 4 days off now in between these games, if my math is correct, Wednesday through Saturday. I'm usually pretty good with math when it comes to rest.
I don't know about that.
That's part of the fun.
Yeah. Got to bounce back against Indiana tomorrow.
Wisconsin, by the way, 211th in the country in offensive rebound percentage. So,
oof, that's brutal.
At least when Michigan State did it to you, they're 5th. And number 1 in the country in the defensive. Like, that's the only thing Michigan State is truly elite at is rebounding. So, if it happens against them, it makes sense. But, all right, Indiana, Illinois tomorrow. Illinois is number 8, right, in the poll? Probably dropped to like 15 now.
I don't know. You got to think Wisconsin's going to be ranked now.
Voters hate them, though. That's the thing.
That's true, yeah. I would guess they dropped to like 13, but...
What if they win this game by 30? Maybe they drop to like 12 instead or 11?
Yeah. I don't know.
Wisconsin beating Michigan State, though, yeah, that changes things. But the poll doesn't matter, so who cares? But it is fun to be top 10. It's nice to... The only reason I view it that way is because I feel like people who don't watch college basketball are like, oh, Illinois is number 8. They must be pretty good. I like when that happens, but other than that, it doesn't matter at all. And it probably doesn't even matter in that way either. Illinois 20-5, 11-3 in the Big Ten. Indiana 17-8, 8-6 in the Big Ten. This game is tomorrow noon. CBS, first CBS game of the year, I think, for Illinois. I think a couple years ago against Tennessee, I think the game you were at, they were on CBS early in the year, but I don't think they've been on there at all this season. Boswell and Stojakovic are both questionable. If I had to guess, I would say Stojakovic does not play, and Boswell does play. It's my projection.
Yeah, I would probably go the same way. I think that it sounds like Boswell's pretty probably, unless something happened after practice and he had a lot of pain, it sounds like he was a go, from what Brad was saying. So which one would you rather have?
If we want to use the description in front of us here, the rusty Boswell or the hobbled Stojakovic, I will take Boswell, especially in a game where they have a guard who can score 85 points in a game.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think offensively we need a lot of Boswell. I think we need his athleticism and his defense. I think that's what Illinois needs.
Stick Petrovic on Wilkerson. Let Petro cook defensively. That's what I say.
Yeah, I like that.
The numbers. Illinois still number 6 on Kinbom. The metrics are holding strong, and I think it's because the 130 efficiency offense is probably helping that. They're number 6 on Torvik, number 5 in the net. Net number is still holding very strong. Like if they can just go 15-5 or 16-4 in the Big Ten, then maybe get to the Big Ten championship game in the tournament, you got a real shot at a high-end 3 seed or a low-end 2 seed, depending on how the other spots fall. I mean, Purdue right now, I think Purdue and Illinois are both viewed as like potential 2 seeds right now. So I think Purdue is one that might not hold. So you have an opportunity there. They did drop to 30th in defensive efficiency, which makes sense. I mean, just
from like 20th.
Yeah, they were like 21st or something, probably. Yeah. Ken Palm says that Indiana's number 34, and Torvik has them 24, and they're number 30 in the net. You go back to January 23rd on Torvik. Since January 23rd, that's 6 games each. Illinois is number 7 overall, number 1 offense, number 54 defense. Indiana number 18 overall, 13th in offensive efficiency, 58th in defense. But they're 5-1. Illinois is 4-2 in that stretch, which is tough. But Indiana, they won back-to-back home games. They beat Wisconsin in overtime. Total scam job. They benefited there, and they beat Oregon at home. Now they play Illinois and Purdue on the road. Back-to-back games. Year 1 for Darian DeVries, head coach. After Mike Woodson was let go because he did a horrendous job. DeVries 1 year at West Virginia notably stole, alongside Chester Frazier, stole Sincere Harris and Amani Hansberry from Illinois. Doesn't matter though. Who cares? Don't need those guys. Where's Hansberry at now? Virginia Tech? Did he go to Tech?
Hansberry went to Tech. Yeah.
Sincere
Right?
went to like
Or did
Cincinnati, didn't he?
Or did he stay at West Virginia?
I have no idea. I'm glad I don't know that though, honestly. Yeah, they're 5-1 in their last 6. By the way, DeVries obviously was at Drake for a while. Had some success
He is
there
at
before.
Tech.
Okay. Had some success there before McCollum had that 1 year there last year. They're 12th in 2-point percentage, 7th in 3-point attempts per field goal attempts, and 10th in assists per field goals made. Interesting offense. An offense that I think can be very dynamic, but a lot of it is like, how is the coach's son playing, and is Wilkerson going to have 40 in this game? Because he had 41 against Oregon. He's been on a heater, though. This is similar to the Maryland fella, I think, except Wilkerson's a 6'6" wing and like has scored. I mean, he scored so many points the last 4 games. It's going to take me a second to do the math. So you go 25 plus 24 is 49, of course. Now, what's 49 plus 41? That's a tricky one, but I think it's 100. No, it's not. It's 90. Jesus Christ. Plus 33. He scored 123 points the last 4 games. And he's made 15 threes. So I don't know. That might be a little bit of a concern, yeah?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, Illinois is the biggest team in college basketball.
Yeah, he's averaging
Disrupted.
30 points in the last 4 games. 30 points a game. And he hasn't had like any like real down games since Michigan and Iowa, where he had less than 10 in both of those games. Other than that, I mean, been rolling. He's got to be towards the top in scoring in Big Ten play. He's got to be way up there. I mean, he's scored 20-plus points almost every game, and he's scored 30-plus a few times and 40 one game. Or 2 games. Didn't he? He had 44 against Penn State.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Sam Houston State transfer who just scores a lot of points. And that's why he's my player to watch. If you want to do that.
Sure.
2 40-point games this season for Wilkerson. He can score. I mean, he also makes his free throws, 87% from the free throw line. He's shooting 38% from 3 for the year and in conference play. And he's been playing a lot of minutes now, too. I mean, he's playing 35-plus a night in most of these games. He only played 29 minutes against Rutgers and had 27 points. So be on the lookout. Somebody has to figure out how to guard him. Although I will say, how tall is he? Because freshman year, Sam Houston said he was 6'4". Now he's 6'6". I don't know. I'd say he's probably 6'5" at the most. But
yeah,
he can score. I mean, he shot 45% in conference play last year at Sam Houston State. So he's got a pretty good track record of 3-point shooting, 39% career 3-point shooter. And then for Illinois, it's David Mirkovic, who needs to do some things. I assume he's going to get the DeVries assignment. 6'7", forward, son of the coach, of course, 8th year of college basketball. His 3-point shooting, he's taken, last year he was 47% from 3 before he got hurt or whatever.
Yeah.
And 33% this year. So it's taken a step back. He was 36% in 2 full years at Drake before for that year at West Virginia. He's been a little inconsistent. I mean, last couple games he's been good at 16 against Wisconsin, 15 against Oregon. But before that, he had a few games of struggle. Purdue, UCLA, USC had fewer than 10 points in all those games, but he's been rebounding pretty well. He's getting a lot of assists. He had 7 assists in the last game. So we'll see how much he handles it, but that's what Merck's going to have to do. And hopefully Merck can continue to make some shots. I mean, not talked a lot about how Merck went 3 for 6 from 3 in the last game, but also missed 3 free throws.
Yeah. Game on the line, didn't step up when he should have, but yeah, he's been shooting the ball well. I'm gonna go with Wagler and DeVries, like you'd been talking about. Kind of a down year for him, I would say, technically for DeVries. But he can have a big game here and there whenever he wants. So just got to be able to match up with him, make it hard on him. I think Merck can do that. Then I'm going to go with Wagler. Like we talked about, he's played 8 billion minutes over the last 2 games. See how his legs are, see how exhausted he is, and hopefully Illinois runs, hopefully they have one of Boswell or Stojakovic, just to go a little deeper into the bench. But yeah, I expect another good game from Keaton.
Can he score 50 points in this game?
Negative.
I almost did against Purdue.
It's true.
It's amazing how he gets into a spot where he just kind of slows things down, gets real methodical. He's gonna shoot a 3, and he just makes it. Unless the game's on the line, then he misses. But that's it's tough. He'll make one of those. Hey, if he's gonna miss a couple of potential game winners these last 2, if Illinois is in the Sweet 16 and he hits a buzzer beater 3, then nothing matters at that point.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah. Adam says maybe if beer wasn't $14 a piece, people would drink more at the games. Fair assumption. Emrod says that
the Orange Crush are all students there. It's pretty expensive, no?
It's true. I mean, tickets aren't cheap to go to these games anymore either. So
the Michigan game, it's $1 billion.
Embrot says that he thinks the U of I should have a dietitian blood analysis to find what's causing the team to droop.
Playing a lot of basketball.
And he hopes that Indiana doesn't have a guy score a career high against us.
I don't think Wilkerson will score a career high because he's already
Wilkerson would have to go off
44.
I'm sure DeVries has had
I'm sure he's had
35 games back in West Virginia. You can't have a guy like Enright go off on you. How many charges?
Season 50.
How many charges do you think that he draws this game?
I'll say 1, but he'll go for 7 or 8.
Okay, I'm going to say 2.
His season high is 16, by the way, against Maryland.
Okay.
And the most he ever had, he was at DePaul before this, I believe, or DePaul, and then he was at Drake before that. I think his career high might be 16. No, he had 18 against Grambling State a couple years ago. So you'd have to have 19 for his career high.
Okay.
It's funny that a guy like that,
ahead.
and Tomislav Ivisic have similar career highs. It's very funny.
True. Predictions. I got Illinois winning this one 88-78. I think they bounce back. I'm sure that 2 losses in a row had Brad pretty fired up, as we heard from the post game. I think this team's going to be fired up, and I think the Orange Crush should be fired up. But who knows? Noon on a Sunday, not always great.
Got that extra hour instead of 11. Yeah, I got Illinois winning 85-77. I think it'll be closer, and hopefully Illinois can pull away and actually make some free throws down the stretch. But definitely a panic zone if they lose this game for a lot of people. I don't think I would be there, but I think a lot of people would be there.
Yeah, I agree. I think you throw Illini fandom into a whirlwind if they lose 3 in a row, even if the one at Michigan State was weird, with the officiating and stuff, and then running a 6-man rotation. I still think the panic button would be hit by a whole lot of fans, probably a whole lot of media too. Just one, you have to win at home. I think this makes or breaks the season in a lot of people's eyes. I think just having Ethan died or something. What happened to you? Oh, what? Why does it say offline up there? Oh, never mind.
It was a mistake.
But yeah, big one at home on a Sunday.
I'm trying to share the tweet from the Illini account for this game.
Which announcers are calling it? Ooh.
I feel like I went too hard after Jason Benetti for the Michigan State game, so I apologize to him and his family.
Okay.
I should have focused more of my anger towards the Michigan State alum that was sucking Tom Izzo off during that game. So I apologize to Jason Benetti and his family. Why can't I find this? I don't even know how to share my screen on this thing.
Is it the little like projector thing underneath us? Share screen, like underneath the live preview.
I have my screen like half. There we go. Okay. Huh? Yeah, I couldn't see because I have my screen half.
Noah Eagle and Robbie Hummel, according to Google. Thank you. I was trying to Google it, but I'm not quick enough.
Screen share. There we go. I don't know
put
where
it
to
over
put
me.
this.
Over me is fine.
I'm just gonna put it over.
I can't even read it. What's it
the
say?
Whole screen. It says, "Come and stay loud." And the producer texted us just now saying, "Is that a shot at the Orange Crush from the main account?" And I think it kind of is.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Good. 1,000,000%. Good for them.
Stay loud. What do the comments say?
Oh, Wally said that was last year. All right.
So there you go.
All right, guys. Announcer. Did they have that out already?
What? The announcers?
Yeah.
It's probably Raftery and what's his name or something.
Yeah, true. February.
Is it Bruce Pearl? Hasn't he been working with CBS?
Oh.
That'd be something.
Have not been explicitly mentioned in the available results, although you can check CBS Sports for the latest updates on games and announcers. Thanks, Google.
Announcer schedules used to exist, and I think that account doesn't exist anymore.
We appreciate you, Wally. You can keep talking. All right. Any other thoughts on the game?
No.
All right.
Hopefully they win.
We've transitioned from around the Big Ten to around the NCAA because I guess it's getting that time of the year where we encompass it
Andrew
all.
Catalan and Clark Kellogg.
You and Bootzilla just text each other that, or?
I just found it on my phone.
I mean, that's insane that you said it and he said it at the same time.
I didn't have the comments pulled up. Now I'm seeing that. Yeah, there you go. Could be worse. Could be Bruce Pearl. I listened to Bruce Pearl call the Purdue Maryland game, but they had a 3-man boost. It's a little different, but he's not terrible. Obviously I hate him, but he's not terrible.
Jeffrey, with maybe the best comment he's ever made, should offer free nuggets if the decibel level stays above a certain number.
Good call.
I like it. Did that go down, or did you do that? Or Wisconsin. We talked about this. Wisconsin beat the pants breaks, skins off of Michigan State last night.
Yeah, kind of a dud for a Big Ten Prime game, unless you hate Michigan State, because they got destroyed. I think the big numbers here is Michigan State struggles from 3, 8 for 27. I mean, they got offensive rebounds. They did all the rebounding stuff. And it's just like weird that they had 13 assists and 12 of them were from Fears. Like they 7 other guys that played, maybe more, that like had 0 assists, which I think is kind of amazing. But like they just can't shoot threes. And if your defense isn't going to hold up,
so bad.
And Blackwell has 24 and Boyd has 29, you're just probably not going to win.
Yeah. Yeah, and Wisconsin, I think, shot like 93% from 3 in the first half or something like that.
Yeah, if Wisconsin's
that's true, but
well, they went 15 for 35, 43%. If Wisconsin like wins out in the Big Ten, like they have a real chance to win the conference with these wins that they have.
Yeah, and I mean to
schedule.
I think they're at like an 8 seed right now. Like they could move all the way up to like a 2.
Yeah, I mean they have some couple things that aren't great, like losing to USC at home and losing by double digits to TCU.
Well, maybe a 3. So
they also lost to BYU. I know BYU is very good, but they lost to them by 28. And they lost to Purdue by 15. I will say, rest of the year though, at Ohio State, very winnable. Home against Iowa, very winnable. Their road West Coast games are Oregon and Washington. Those are very winnable. Then they're back home against Maryland. That's the game you got to win. Then you are at Purdue. That's pretty much it right there. Saturday at Purdue, finish the year. I think they probably lose by 2 more, but either way, they've set themselves up pretty good. And this is a team that was 9-5 after they lost to Purdue on January 3rd. So since then, 9-2. They've beaten Michigan, Illinois, and Michigan State, and 2 of those are on the road, which I think makes it so much more impressive.
I mean, they could realistically be 11-3 right now. Like,
Indiana,
the way that Indiana game ended.
And they lost by 2 to USC. They blew that game. They were up, I think, 8 going into the final 10 minutes. They lost that game by 2 at home.
Yeah. The producer wants our top 5 Big Ten teams.
I actually put that in there.
Oh, you want our top 5 Big Ten teams. You want me to go first?
I saw people baiting on the internet, like having Nebraska number 1. So I wanted to come up with our own version.
I will go Michigan, Illinois, Purdue, Nebraska, Wisconsin.
Number 5, Nebraska.
Okay.
Number 4, Wisconsin. Number 3, Purdue. 2, Illinois. 1, Michigan. 6, UCLA. 7, Michigan State. Body. Iowa. Okay. Actually, 7, Iowa. 8, Michigan State.
This would have been a good power rankings of the day.
It is like pretty obvious who the 5 teams are at this point, especially I guess you're really deciding between Wisconsin and Michigan State, which they're both 10-4. But then like I know it was at Wisconsin last night, but like they beat them by 21. So it's kind of hard to deny that, especially with Michigan
sitting there at 9-4 too.
Yeah.
So
Michigan State does not have a functional offense. That's the problem. Like Nebraska's offensive efficiency isn't great, but like Nebraska has guys you can rely on offensively, especially when they're healthy. Like Michigan State does not have that outside of Fears. And Fears is not a good 3-point shooter. That's the other thing. Like Michigan State, if Fears is a good 3-point shooter, I think their offense is much different, but just most of those guys aren't. At least, from a volume standpoint, like Cohen Carr and Fears are guys who aren't even close to 30% from 3 on 50 plus attempts. Like Carr has 50. Why is Cohen Carr taking 52 threes? 27%. Fears is taking 75. He's 25%. One guy on that team who plays consistently, outside of the guy who went down for the year, Agachakwu or whatever his name is, Kohler is the one guy that shoots 40% from 3.
Iowa losing to Maryland was a shocker, I think.
Yeah, oh God,
Bootzilla says
that's a bad look.
Embrot says if you shut down Sturts, anybody can beat Iowa. I assume that's who he means by the one guy.
Sturts did nothing against Illinois, so
yep. Hey, producer, how do we have all these lines for all these games? Is there no line for the games tomorrow? Anybody got a line on the Illinois game? I was looking, I couldn't find it.
I bet it's like 8.5.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Ken Palm's got it at 11.
I mean, I guess does it come out 24 hours before?
Matchup predictor for ESPN has 80% Illinois.
We can go to the game. Tickets as low as $163. Eesh. All right. You want to run these games down? You want me to?
This AI thing is telling me that it's
no line, says Finkel. So good try.
Here's the AI breakdown, which I don't even know where this is from. Illinois is favored by approximately 3.5 to 5.5 points, with some lines as low as 1.5.
Okay, AI.
They must, if that's true, they must think Boswell and Stojakovic are out. No idea. Do we have to do the lines too? I feel like we should just disrespect the gambling of it all by not saying the lines. We don't have a sponsor. Why are we giving these lines
that's
free pub?
True. We do need a gambling sponsor if we're gonna give our picks. Maybe the producer can work on that. State Farm Center, like a good neighbor, stay in your chair.
I didn't think that was that funny, but good attempt.
I thought it was hilarious.
Interesting. I will say my pick, if I had to like make a pick for all these spreads, Northwestern plus 13.5 lock at Nebraska lock. Should we talk a little bit about Northwestern?
I'd probably
Michigan?
take the Purdue minus 2.5 at Iowa.
How about a Day Mara assaulting Martinelli? Ridiculous.
True. Martinelli got up with some vigor.
Yeah, he's pissed. And then they choked.
They did.
Props to them for even like having a lead though. Michigan
had like a big lead. It wasn't just a lead.
Yeah,
like,
they were up a lot.
They were up 18 or something, weren't they?
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, Michigan today minus 15.5 against UCLA. UCLA, a lot of rest. Michigan obviously, played Wednesday or whatever.
Yeah.
That'll be an interesting game.
Clemson is at Duke. Duke's a 12.5 point favorite. Kansas is at Iowa State. That'd be a good game. Iowa State's a 6.5 point favorite. Northwestern's going to Nebraska. Nebraska, 13.5 point favorite. Kentucky at Florida. Florida's a 13.5 point favorite. Kentucky's ranked again?
Oh, yeah, they're back.
Heck yeah. We got them way too early. We probably need to.
Didn't they win a scrimmage and then you're like, oh my God, this team's the greatest team ever?
Yeah, and we got them at Purdue? We were just talking about, we got them at like some stupid number, like low number, and now it's really high. But we did get Illinois early enough that it paid off. So, well, it hasn't paid anything unless they win the Natty. But
not sure that'll happen.
I already said Purdue is a 2.5 point favorite at Iowa. Texas Tech is at Arizona today. Arizona's a 9.5 point favorite. And then Virginia is playing at Ohio State for some reason.
What?
Virginia is at Ohio State today. Is this
seems a little ridiculous?
But like Duke's playing Michigan next week.
Well, Illinois played Duke last year in February.
Yeah. It is. This is weird though.
Sometimes it just works out that way, I guess. I don't know.
You also have Auburn at Arkansas tonight. Gonzaga takes on Santa Clara. Louisville's at Baylor. K-State's at Houston. Texas A&M's at Vanderbilt.
Nice. Duke is up 8-4, by the way.
Games are already started. Duke's up 8-4. But yeah, that's what's going on today. Let's talk about what's going on tomorrow, Ethan. Whenever you want to turn around and actually talk to the people.
We've been talking
Sorry, got here late. Any updates on Boswell and Andre playing tomorrow?
Yeah,
they're both game time. Both game time decisions. Brad, that's all the information he would give. So that's all we got.
Boswell's a lock. I can just feel it. He's suiting up 100%.
I do got to give the producer props once more. IBP overtime is a
Not that impressive.
great segment for when Ethan just talks about general bullshit at the end of this thing.
That's a good point. That makes sense.
Yeah. But tomorrow, we're not labeling our 300th episode. It's the build up for the 300th episode. I don't know what exactly. The producer wants to call it Shoot-a-Palooza, which is absolutely stupid. So we're never calling it that.
No, I do have should I show them some of the graphics that I have?
I think you need to show them the banner thing that you've been working on with your Bitmoji.
Oh, God. Hold on. I'll just flash this on the screen real quick. Some graphical stuff that hopefully the producer figures out how to work. I already showed it to you before the episode.
Oh, I don't think I was paying attention.
Oh,
anyways, the shoot-a-thon. Bootsillo, no, we're not calling it that. Shoot a lot of free throws, Ethan, is what we're calling it. Anyways, what we're doing, I think we've kind of teased it a little bit, but Ethan is going to have to make 1,000 free throws. What are you sharing? Oh, your other thing. 1,000 free throws. Calm down, Finkel. We're getting there.
There's a nice thumbnail for you.
There's our thumbnail.
Pretty funny, I think.
The ball is on fire.
Yeah, I photoshopped a ball over a ball there. So see if anybody notices that. I don't know if you can even tell, but that does not, I don't think the gym that we're going to be in looks like the one in the background. So that's one of the historical inaccuracies, I suppose.
Okay. You're not helping hyping this up at all.
I was trying to pull up my stuff.
All right. So the game plan tomorrow, we're going to go watch the game. We're hoping to be live around 3:00 after the game. If
or
Ethan
2:30.
Or 2:30. So basically we're going to be like a block away from the gym that we're going to. So we'll go down to the gym after the game's over, see how long it takes Ethan to get things set up. We will go live. Ethan is going to make 1,000 free throws before we can get off. Will there be a live audience? My brother will be there. That's it. So it's at a school. We had to sign a waiver, do all this stuff. So we can't just invite people to it. Is there an over-under on time making the 1,000? My guess is it's going to take 4 hours. I don't know what anybody else thinks.
We haven't officially set the rules entirely yet. There's a couple things, a couple ideas.
We have some thoughts on how things are going to go. Like I said, Ethan is going to shoot free throws. That's basically going to be the main thing, but there will be other stuff involved. You guys have all seen Ethan shoot free throws at halftime. So we're going to do a free merch giveaway to people. If you want to guess how many free throws Ethan will make on his biggest streak in the session.
What if we did free merch, but it's a shirt and I can put whatever they want on it?
Yeah, we'll do.
It doesn't have to be something that we already have.
Yeah, you can design your own shirt. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Something to that extent. Okay. But you'll have to be there. We're going to go live. We'll get everybody time to get in, come hang out. You can make your guesses then. And it has to be in within the first 30 minutes of the stream. You get your guesses in there. Are we multicasting this? Or just doing this on YouTube?
I think we should just put it on everything because it's not any different to do that.
I agree. So that's the plan. We're going to give away free merch to somebody, and we'll kind of go over that a little bit more. I don't know. Do we want to read off this other stuff? This is kind of like there was some production cost to a lot of this. So the biggest thing is we want to raise our subscriber count on YouTube. We're at like 700 and something. We would like to get to 1,000. That's why we're shooting 1,000 free throws. But if you guys want to super chat, like $1 super chat, you can pick how Ethan shoots the next free throw. Left-handed, one-handed, glasses off, underhanded, granny style, behind the back, however you guys want to pick it. For $1, for every $1 you do that, you get to pick how Ethan shoots the free throws. And then we're going to have penalties for him if he misses 3 in a row. I don't know if he will miss 3 in a row. But these are just penalties that he's going to have to do, which may include things like sprinting down the court, doing suicides, doing push-ups, doing sit-ups, things of that nature. There's also shot specialty. Have you approved any of this?
No.
I don't think you ever did.
I'll probably refuse to do most of this, unless
there's
chat
also a
makes
category 2 from the producer here, where he would have to do like seated free throws, make a 3-pointer before he can go next, make a half quarter before he can go back to the free throw line, make a shot from behind the basket, all different options. There will not be drinking involved. It is at a high school, so there's no drinking involved. You guys can drink and enjoy. But we will not.
Yeah.
He will get tired like Wagler. Yeah, Ethan's going to be dead by the end of this. Like that's kind of what we've set on. It's going to be a long, long day. But we hope you guys come out. We hope you enjoy it. Like I said, if you super chat, you will get things. He will have to do things. And we'll have other things for bigger super chats, things like that, for you guys. But that is our plan, to be live between like 2:30 and 3 Central Time. And then we just go until Ethan finishes. That's no Diddy or whatever the kids say.
They do say that. Yeah. I think, the producer, most of this stuff is just complete like ramblings in the middle of the night on this doc. So most of this stuff, I mean, come on, let's not get out of control here. So we'll really narrow things down. I think there's too many things on here for the categories. I think there's too many different things.
Yeah, and so we will, I assume, like post, like once we get this figured out, like post it to Twitter. So go follow our Twitter. We have the old Twitter back. I don't know if we ever announced that.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that at the beginning. It's in the
so
ticker,
our old
though.
Twitter is back, which is podcast Illini. We'll have like these rules, things like that you guys can look at. This after the game, yeah, it's going to be after the game.
Gigantic numbers on the Twitter after the Wisconsin game.
Yeah. Finkel says how many free throw attempts before he quits will also be a potential merch giveaway.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to shoot like 95%.
I could see that.
My hands are cold right now, though. So.
The thing will be like once you get past like 500, I think.
What if we just get this?
Like, how wore out are you?
We're only 291 subscribers away. So if like somehow the subscribers go quick, we might have to change the goalposts and be like, oh, we got to get to 1,100. Because if it's like an hour.
Do you really think we'll get 300 subscribers?
No.
Okay.
No. 291.
And also
291.
like we hope you all come. We hope it all works out. Like we got to work on it. We hope the internet works. Things like that.
That is, yeah.
But the plan is turn on your notifications, hit the little bell next to the subscribe so you know when we go live. It will be after the game, hopefully within a half hour to an hour after the game, somewhere in between there. But it should be a lot of fun. And, it's just something we're doing for our 300th episode. We've been doing this for a long time, it seems like now. And it's been fun. And we've enjoyed getting to know you guys. So we just wanted to have like a little fun thing to do.
This is our eighth calendar year of doing an episode.
Wow.
Yeah, because we started November of 2019, and I think the episodes probably sucked back then. I think at some point, I think
We did like an
listen.
episode a week. We did like on
Yeah.
Friday, we would break down games and do up until the next Friday.
I think we listened to a little bit of the first episode when we did the 200th episode. But like our first episode is evaluating the first 3 games of that
Yeah.
season.
Yep.
And it was only 40 minutes long. We didn't have the chat for a while.
That's true. Yeah, we didn't have people hanging out with us. So again, we appreciate you all. It should be a good time. Like I said, there will be giveaways for merchandise. We'll figure that out however you want to do. If you want something off our merch store, if you want to, us to make you something, Ethan can get out his little clip art book and make you something.
We can use that emoji thing on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Throw that on there. That'd be
That's
funny.
true. That's true. But yeah, go buy your Elite hats. Go buy your Illini Basketball Podcast hats over on the merch store. We still got Hummer hoodies, all that stuff you can find over there. But we will be back tomorrow after the game, hopefully live from a gym.
Yep, I will be tweeting during the game tomorrow at Podcast Illini. So check that out.
Hopefully the bagel order tomorrow doesn't get screwed up. I got some Krispy Kreme donuts I can bring. You want them?
No, can't have donuts. I gotta be energized.
Sugar get you energized.
Not that type of. No, that wouldn't work. I need to get some electrolytes and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Owner,
it's gonna be a long one.
Yeah.
So
Well, at some point the school is gonna have to go on.
well, I mean, it's gonna be like 8 o'clock or we just leave. Like
Yeah.
it's we can't go all night. So,
And if we don't get to the goal, then we'll do it again, and we'll do it outdoor probably
yeah, you can finish outdoors.
because the weather's finally starting to get back.
Yeah.
To where it needs to be. I mean, maybe, I don't know. There's some other ideas that could be if we have to do something else after this and we don't get it done. It'd be pretty embarrassing for all of you people. You don't
I'm
subscribe.
I'm kind of worried that people don't trust your physical abilities.
Yeah,
Like you're it's not like you're a 40-year-old man. You're 24,
26.
young, 26 now. Holy cow!
Yeah. Yeah. Getting up there.
Ethan's gonna have a special outfit for tomorrow too.
Which I should be able to take off
Teaser.
if I want to, because it could affect my shooting ability.
Yeah, absolutely. At least part of it.
I'll be wearing LeBron's as well. Shout out to LeBron. Good player.
People will call Ethan Jersey Jerry Jr. if he quits.
Why does Finkel keep mistyping? This is kind of
I don't know.
ridiculous.
Is
Supposed
he
to.
texted talking or I don't know. Finkel, are you hopping on to go over this stuff now?
I
Are
think
we
he's
doing?
doing
Are
it
you
later.
doing that tomorrow?
Or tomorrow or whatever. Yeah. Either way, it should take like 15 seconds. If you can't figure that out, then we're fucked. All right. I will try to get ready, I guess. I don't know. Not going to be doing much today, so
Do a lot of stretching.
that's going to be, I'm going to have to bring the massage gun, no doubt. And maybe should I bring smelling salts? Probably not.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, my brother's going to be there. I'll be there. So I guess we could do some celebrity shots also,
Yeah. And, you guys
If
got to be ready
needed.
to rebound the entire time. So
Somebody will be rebounding.
I can rebound myself. That's fine. I don't care.
And why would you use the machine that does it for you?
There's a lot of reasons, and we'll find out why. All right. This is a long enough episode, I guess. We will see everybody tomorrow. Got to be able
Hopefully.
to transition this. Yep. Hopefully that works out. And all right. Goodbye.